Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not digitally pictured on your screen, is every time producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Welcome to Mario's Neighborhood, the Pittsburgh Penguins 1989-90 season, Keeping the Rhythm, Part 19. Jeff, we are defending Stanley Cup champions. We've started off 12-1-0, but the injuries keep on a-coming.
Yeah, you managed to get not one, not two, not three, but four forwards injured so far. So we're trying to
Can.
play through that. We've had to make some adjustments to compensate for that. I think we don't even have a spare
To
forward
be
at the
fair,
moment, and we've moved Mark Howe up to left wing.
I did not hurt Corey Millen. We traded for an injured
Yeah,
Corey
he was already
Millen.
hurt. Okay, fair enough.
He
And
was part
he's
of our big trade last time.
is he even?
He's 2
Uh,
to 3 months.
yeah, well, yeah. I guess we can leave him up. We'll send him down when he's closer to ready, but he's not staying on the team.
No.
We've only got one spare skater at the moment, which is Greg Hoggood, but fortunately he can play the wing too. So if we get a forward injury, yet another forward injury, he can play there. And of course, we've got the big gold badge here now because we won the cup last year, a couple of years ahead of schedule, and by the real Penguins standards. But
And we did make a big trade to start the year. Did you forget that already?
just get into it in the trading log, and there it was. Picking out, decided we wanted another top defenseman, so naturally Adam went for the Jet, and we traded Wendell Clark and Norm
Jet,
McIver and Randy
that is
Birch.
not fair.
Yeah,
We tried for like 7 defensemen before we finally settled on Teppo Numminen.
before okay, we got Newman, and we also got a first round pick out of the Rangers. We did give them a lot back, so we'll see how that works
Yeah.
out.
Uh, just a couple. So, Smelly Wrestling Geek, welcome. Our Birdie 17 says, "G'day, guys. I just got this, but I have a few questions." So one, just to throw right at you, he says, for fantasy drafts, are you able to change the draft order from snake draft to a classic draft?
No, that's fixed.
It's fixed on snake, yeah. So,
And really
well,
only fair.
possible to change in the future?
Hmm?
Is it a possible thing that could get changed in the future?
Where would we have to? Yeah, there might be a couple of complications on that. I would have to think about that. It's just where we don't have any other options for the fantasy draft at the moment. So if we did that, should we add anything else, and where would it go?
Fair enough.
But let me get back rolling here. Got the Oilers tonight. Is everybody fit? Yes, they are. And I'm going to wait to make any line changes until we get some of these guys back. And a 4-1 win over Gretzky and the Oilers.
Very nice. Second part from Smelly Wrestling Geek says, what did you think of that Buffalo and Tampa Bay game from a couple nights ago? Was it 115 penalty minutes?
That's not. There was a junior game that hit like, what was it, 600 minutes? I
Oh,
just saw
something
the
like
headline.
that.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
old time hockey.
I will say I am, 15 goals. Yeah. I am now slightly cheering for, no one's going to cheer against Buffalo. What mean person is going to cheer against Buffalo? But with them
Pareko.
adding Stanley, I will cheer for them. Who did you say? Sorry.
Pareko probably doesn't seem like much of a Buffalo fan.
Now, if you
Trade.
read his quotes, I get it
And
to a
we
point.
dropped a game to the Canucks with Ken Reggett starting. That's disappointing because the Canucks are really, really bad at this point, although Mark Howe got a goal. A little disappointing after the Oilers win.
Oh, another question from our He says, so what's the difference between GM head coach and being just the GM? As he just recently picked up the game, Jeff.
Well, if you're only the GM, the coach will make a lot of the decisions for you. It'll automatically pick the lineup and set the lines and everything up. You can't override those, but if you're playing GM only, it just sort of takes all the day-to-day coaching decisions out of your hands, if you want them to be. And Miroslav Feature on waivers, no thanks.
Yeah. That being said, if you play as GM head coach, you can still hand off lots of those things to your assistant that maybe you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Or don't feel comfortable doing to start, and then work your way as you do feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
For instance, whether that's scouting or training are two things that a lot of people new to the game start off letting their assistant control.
And back on track with a 6-0 shutout over the Hawks. That's better. And how are the goalies doing this year? I haven't looked at their stats. Wow, great numbers from Hextall. Regats are fine, but Hextall is 1.58 goals against average and 934 save percentage, which is insane for the late 80s.
Yeah. Jeff, do you mind just showing our birdie here? So the manager options for like what you can give to the assistant. He's just asking about that, so we can just show him right where it is. So if you go to
tab
manager
and options, and you see the team control settings, and you can switch any of those down to your assistant. And it doesn't odd them.
It does not lock them. You can flip them back at any time as you start doing it.
And it's another back-to-back, but I'm going to give Hextall the start again because he's playing so well. Although he dumps it 5-2 to the Blues. So we're a little inconsistent here after such a great start.
What year did you start your fantasy draft in, our birdie? Twenty 2011 Scotty Upshall's a 5-star player.
That's surprising, although the stat, if he's had some good seasons, that could pull his ratings up a bit. And 6-5 win over the Rangers with Reggett starting, although...
Was he scouted as an E or an A? That'd probably be scouted as an E to start.
And now I've got an injury. Gary Suter with dizziness and nausea day to day. So Hoggood will get a game. And it looks like we've almost got Kevin Stevens back. Another shout-out for Hextall against Quebec.
I'll say Jeff will maybe take a quick peek at that to make sure his stats are where they're supposed to be after the stream.
And still day to day, the other injuries are still 1 to 2 weeks away, so really hoping we don't get anything else here.
Already, you can go in and edit stuff or edit a player down too, for something like that. If you feel that.
And 5-2 win over the Islanders.
Very nice.
And now Howe is hurt, so stiff back 1 to 2 weeks. Suter's still day to day. So what I will do here is...
Lightly injured or not?
Yeah, he's at 80%. So Suter goes back in for Hoggood, and I will give Hoggood 1 game up on the wing with in-house spot.
So, our birdie, the easiest way, first off, you have to be in commissioner mode, which again is in the manager options. If you're playing in challenge mode, you can't do that.
Play mode right there, I'm showing him.
Yeah, otherwise it'll disable it. But to edit a player, you just simply click on their name on like the roster screen or wherever you happen to be looking, and then there's an edit button on the far right side. And when you do that, you can get you should see a couple tabs that you can start messing around with. Yes. Just make sure to click save.
Yeah, still winning, 3-2 overtime win over the Devils. I moved. I didn't put Hoggood on the first line like how it had been. I swapped up Miroslav Vinacek. Looks like he had a decent game.
That's probably a good plan. How has how done now? Like he started, he was at 11 points in 13 games.
21 points in 20 games.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid playing
Yeah.
forward.
But he's an old man, his back sore, so needs a little bit of a rest.
Well, it goes along right with Mario at that point.
Yeah, Mario's actually been very healthy in this game. Other than was it the first year he had a big injury?
We lost him in the playoffs the one year. Yeah,
Oh yeah, the first. We started.
didn't we lose him 2 years in a row in the playoffs? We played him injured. We lost him one year, and we played him injured one year
Yeah,
too.
but he was solid last year, and then again seems fine so far this year. There we go. Finally, Danfus and Stevens have got some movement on the injured
Yes,
list.
Harvard, yes. Or if you're playing, for instance, a historical challenge, it's a similar idea but different as well. Yes.
And another win, 4-1 against the Caps. Raggett gets the second start against Washington, and we just barely get out of it with a 3-2 win. But yeah, running away with the division right now, I think. 9 points up on the Caps, even though they're doing pretty well, and in first in the league by 4 points. Although Mario's still not in the top 10, surprisingly. Just double checking where he is on all, if we've got him off a power play line or something.
I don't think so.
First line on everything. What's his ice time come up a bit?
You know what? I feel like you should move him to the wing. He scored a bunch on the wing when we had him there for a couple. What was it? Preseason games. Move him over so he's like the trigger man on the wing instead of being in center.
Well, let me get the. We got a couple of. We got Stevens and Danfus 2 days away, so or a few days away.
Oh. No, Alberta, you misunderstood. You cannot be in challenge mode to be enable commissioner mode. If you're in challenge mode, you can't do that.
And big 8-4 win over the Flyers, and there we go. As soon as I criticize Mario, he gets 4 points. So you frightened him by threatening to put him on the wing. And
good.
Danfus is back.
Dynamic MLB. This is FHM 12, yes.
And I might as well put Stevens on the active roster too, because he's almost back and we got room.
He's been hurt for quite a while.
Yeah. But all good can go out, replaced by Danfus. See, that's the main reason you don't really want to move Mario. No, because we can put that Danfus Recchi Lemieux line back together.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying on the power play, move him over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want him to move center. Just put him on the power play on the wing.
Let's check team stats. See how are we doing on.
Like if you have Oates at center, feed Mario on the wing, I think that would give you a pretty powerful.
Ooh, yeah, our power play is at 14%.
It was just a thought, anyways.
What I'll do is Lemieux on the wing, and then Danfus can go back to the point. Note centers.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes. But anyhow, good news is Danfus is back, and Stevens is almost back.
Danfus was our big trade last year.
Yeah.
If you are tuning in again for the first time.
And he was doing great, and then got hurt in time for the playoffs, and
missed the playoffs.
Yeah, first game back, we lose 5-2 to the Flyers. Monthly budget, everything. Morale is fine. Scouting is fine where it is. No, don't think we need to change anything. Oh, there's our confidence update there I missed. Check that in a second. And now we lose to Quebec 6-3. It's weird.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Danfus gets back and we fall apart. And the other good news is Stevens is back too, so in a check comes out. Stevens, now I want him on the third line, not the fourth. Now, gonna leave Howe as a winger for the moment, and he'll be the first guy to go in and head of Inachek, but well, actually no. He is gonna have to go back to defense, and we wanna change his role again. I want to do that because he is a better option than McSorley. So Hoggood, McSorley, and Inachek are the guys that are sitting now. And area is still 2 to 3 months away. Okay, we got Washington again here. And that's better, 6-3 win. And Markow with 2 assists from the blue line. Oh, maybe they had that owner update I forgot to look at. Contents update, he's happy.
All right, good.
And I think checking their job security screen, yeah, we're all the way over to the right, so no problems there. No outstanding owner goals. Fans are really happy. Team is, so yeah, everything is going about as good as it can. Our media relationship with the media was good. So everybody is happy in Pittsburgh. And back-to-back here, Devils in the first game, and now we lose again. Wow. Former Mario Lemieux bodyguard Mitch Wilson has 2 points and is the first star. So do we do any better with the backup in? Okay, 7-1 win. Yeah, I guess that counts as better. And Leafs lose Sean Chambers for what looks like the rest of the year. Just taking a quick look at our stats. Okay, Lemieux back on top, and Recki's past Klima as well. Klima got off to a really good start. See how, yeah, still a point a game. Oates has moved up to the first power play unit, so we should see that number go up a little bit. Newmanen has been doing well since we picked him up. Oh, have I still got Garpenlov in? Did we want somebody else? He's doing all right. Might as well leave him there for the moment. So 2.5 stars, and let's see how Muskegon's doing.
Garpenlov come in when Erie got injured?
Yeah, I think so. And Muskegon not quite as good as last year, where they tanked in the first round after winning the league easily, but still pretty good numbers.
No. What? After we destroyed them.
All we did was call up Hoggood.
Took away their best player, and they collapsed all around it.
They were good enough that they still should have been able to dominate the rest of the league, but nope, apparently not. And Bruins with Jacques Cloutier in the goal somehow beat us 5-2. So, very inconsistent so far. I'll try Regadin again. Did okay the last time we started him. And picks up the shutout this time.
Ewok, thanks for showing up. Hope you're feeling better. Although, since you're here, Pewog, how are you feeling about the Red Wings march? Are you terrified?
3-1 loss to the Flames. Starting to wonder if we need to do something here.
I think Hextall's killing us. He just can't seem to get hot and run.
He's 3 stars, or 3 Flames, whatever.
Well, I know, but we need him to steal a game or two. He's just not stealing his.
Recchi is getting tired, so I'm going to give Mellenby a stop. Turn on the first line. Yeah, well, 2-1 win. That's better for Hextall.
Wait. You don't have the old man in?
Who? What old man?
How?
Yeah, he's in. He's not in the wing anymore. I put him back on defense.
I'll say there's your mistake.
Because we've got all of our wingers back.
I don't know. He was succeeding at forward, though.
And it's a little better 6-2 win over the Capitals, so that should take a look back at that. Yeah, still got an 8-point lead on top of the division, which is looking a little better this year. The Rangers doing okay now after being terrible for a while. And the Canucks are at last place in the Smythe.
All right. Oh, that's impressive.
But Oilers, Sabres, and Blues are still close to us at the top of the league.
I think March just kills you, P-Log.
And 1-1 tie against the Islanders because we're not into the shootout era yet.
Just as the hockey gods intended it.
Yep. Why is Recchi tiring out so easily? Oh, probably because I upped the ice time on the first line. But I'm going to leave it with that because I think we'll get more out of Lemieux that way. But I'll give Reggett the start against Washington, and we come up with a 5-2 win. Now the World Juniors are underway. Take a quick look at who's on Team Canada. Okay, not a bad group of goalies. Felix Potvin, Stefan Fiset, and Marty Brodeur. And up front, a little show. Nolan's there. Marty Gelinas, who's our property. And D is not looking great. I didn't know about Canada this year.
I guess it is that time of year, P-Log, huh?
And 6-3 win over the Rangers. Again, Stevens with 4 points this time. And at the end of 1989, so the player poll. Any of our guys got mentioned? Absolutely none. Any surprises? No, not really. Recchi back to full fitness. And another win, 2-1 against Rangers. monthly budget's still probably fine, although we got quite a bit of money there, so I'm going to increase the scouting just a little bit. Oh, and Klima's healthy, so Janacek comes out. Karpenlov, yeah, still doing okay-ish. I'm wondering if we could maybe put one of the defensemen up on the wing to give them a little time, but not yet. Another owner conference update. Presumably he's still happy. Yes, he is. And, oh yeah, there we go. That's Canada's looking a little weak, and they lost 2-1 to the American team. Which has Mike Dunman goal. Pretty good defense. Keith Carney, Darian Hatcher, and Kachuk, Smolinski, Guerin, and not that great up front, but not awful. Bruins are one of the worst teams in the league, so I'll give Reggett the start against them. And 8-0 shutout.
Very nice.
And yeah, 8 different guys doing the scoring.
Even better.
Not quite as good. Kevin Stevens got himself hurt again.
That's less than ideal.
Only day-to-day, though. I'm going to give McSorley 1 game in for him. Oh, and Canada bounces back by beating the Soviets. And Canucks up next for us. Should be an easy win. 6-2. And back to getting the wingers hurt. Klima's hurt now.
Oh, man.
Sore shoulder, 1 to 2 weeks. So back in goes Janacek. If I can find him. There he is. And the World Juniors. I think this is one of the last years in the period where they've got the just basically the round robin format. Canada looking like they may lose here, or at least wind up with silver. So the Americans are undefeated so far.
Nice.
And yeah, Soviets having a bad tournament, 2-3-1. And where I get the start against Winnipeg.
The last Stanley Cup champion before us.
Yep, and we lose 5-3. So apparently they're bouncing back. And World Juniors are over, and the Americans won. Although our guy, Marty Gell, now led the tournament in scoring.
Nice.
Yeah, and Tommy Salo, who we also drafted, still playing in Sweden. Number 3 goaltender.
Also good.
No, Tommy Jacobson, who's one of our Leona's rights, apparently. When did we take him? 250th overall pick, 12th rounder last year. Apparently had himself a good tournament, so who knows?
Well, that was a you pick, Jeff.
And now we've got Russ Courtnall with a bruised forehead. See, the way I'm doing these injuries, I'm just getting day-to-day ones. You got the long-term ones.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Millen is back to day-to-day, so going to send him to Muskegon.
Oh, I missed this. Did you see Wyerton Willie died?
Uh, you want to explain to the Americans who that is?
No.
It's the Canadian version of Punxsutawney Phil.
One of the Canadian versions. There's a bunch of them, but
There
that's.
are.
Have a good one, P1.
4-2 loss to the Rangers. First loss in a while. Miroslav Feature is on waivers yet again. Nobody wants to take him.
To be fair, we're supposed to be getting hit with another clipper here, so
It's been beautiful here. Well, rainy a little bit. We need it.
it's been springish weather here, but apparently we're getting hit with possibly snow and 80 click winds, so that'll be fun.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, when I'm going to the Jets game tomorrow. Awesome. Love it. Got a splash. Thanks for coming out.
And Mario with the first stars. We get a 3-2 win over the Devils. And we're just past the halfway mark of the season. And still on top by a little bit over the Oilers in the league, and up 10 points on the Caps now in the division, so that's looking good. And it looks like, I think I just saw there, Jean Perron fired in Quebec. And Dave Chambers coming in, looks like. Stevens and Kleemer are taking their time coming back. And back to back, so Reagan gets game 2. And a 5-2 win. Vincent Danfus has been maybe a little bit quiet, has a 3-point night. And now Bodger's hurt. So how good gets the game?
Smelly Wrestling Geek Canada gets to play the U.S. now because of it.
Oh, the World Baseball thing?
Yeah.
Oh, good God. Now another Suter fractured his... What? Where'd you do that? Suter apparently fractured his leg in practice. No, I'm not going to keep him playing because it's going to be deep in the playoffs before we get him back, but jeez. Okay, Sorley out. Stevens goes back in on the wing. I think that goes in the right place. Yeah. But then McSorley back in for Suter. Where is Suter? How goes to the middle pair? And might as well put Suter on the injured list because he ain't coming back anytime soon. This has not been a good year for injuries. Our commissioner mode is in, go to manager options, manager tab, then options, and then commissioner mode is under play mode on the left hand side, just sort of near the top. Oh, and if you're in a historical league, you'll also want to turn historical league editing on.
I don't know what you're doing, but yeah.
Although, actually, no, if you only want to play the players, you don't need to do that.
Oh, I'm already on the other one now. Okay, confusing me.
Okay, lineup patch back together, and we still win. 3-0 shutout over the Flyers. How many shutouts does Hextall had this year? Up to 4 now. 6 last year. And Klima's healthy.
Huzzah.
And Bodger is as well, so there we go. I think that gets everything mostly back to normal, aside from Suter. And Hextall, who you said couldn't get hot, is now red hot.
No, finally.
4-1 went over the Rangers. And all start rosters. How many guys do we get?
Alberti, I have no idea what you mean by that.
Hextall starting in goal for the All-Star team. Lemieux makes the team, and so does Recchi. No defenseman, surprisingly. You'd think Dumoulin would have had a chance, but that's a pretty decent group. D for us, and on the other side, yeah, no real surprises. Mike Bullard, who we traded to the Leafs. How did we get? What deal was that again? Oh, the Ross Gordon one. Yeah, so that's working out for both teams, although Bullard is probably doing a little better here than he did historically. And Brad Park still barely hanging on Detroit, although they're trying to get rid of him.
Alberti, don't worry about it. We can look at it a different way. If we need something, I'll be sure to reach out. Thank you, though.
And there's an All-Star game score, 11-10.
That is a very All-Star game score.
How'd our guys do? Lemieux had a great game. 3 assists. Recchi, golden assist. I'm guessing Hextall did not have as good. Yeah, 5 goals against in his half of the game. But we did come up with the win. And since Hextall played that one, I'll give Reggett the start. And he gets a 5-2 win. Garpenlov, his first star game. 3 points. Randy McKay still playing well for Muskegon. Got to look at him for a roster spot next year, I think. Yeah, Garpenlov, okay rookie year. Particularly when he's not getting much ice time. And we dropped that one 5-2 to the Wings, surprisingly. But still comfortable leading, well, 8 points over the Caps in the division, which is roughly where it's been all year. And Sabres falling back a little, but the Blues and the Oilers still looking strong for number 2 and 3 in the league. Still no Mario in the top 10. That's far back as he's only 57 points. Can't figure that out. Five 2 win. And naturally, we can't go more than a couple of weeks without an injury. Norm Rochefort with Bruce Thigh day-to-day.
Of course.
So Hauger can play, and no, didn't get a notice, but Mike Ridley's hurt his hand. So Hanachek goes in for him for a game. Is Newman hurt? He's down to 80%. And we lose 3-2 to the Sabres. A little banged up at the moment. Newman is fine. Just fitness got really low there for a second. Ridley's still hurt, so I'll go with same lineup again, I guess. I'll give Reagan the start. Hextall's a little tired.
Yeah, you still Mario on the wing on the power play? Has it done much or not?
Get Courtnall with a hat trick there as we beat the Flyers. Let me check. We're at 14.4% on the power play before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's done a lot. Now we're dead last, so that did not work.
Put him on the right wing, not the left wing. That's the problem.
I can actually play the left wing, but okay, let's put him back where he was. Let's give a Howe shot on the power play point.
Makes sense.
As we're the best team in the league, but we've got the worst power play. That should not be happening.
I mean, technically, that's what's happening almost in the NHL right now in real life.
Going to Colorado? Is their power play that bad?
They're not the worst, but they are bad. They might have got better since the trade deadline, but they've been pretty terrible all year.
And looking forward to seeing what Anaheim does with Carlson. That might wind up being a pretty close Western final. And is the owner still happy? Yes, he is. Okay, Ridley's finally back.
Okay, Colorado. No, that can't be right.
What?
No, maybe it is. Colorado's tied for second last power play.
Huh.
At 16%. 16.02%.
And we lose 3-1 to Gretzky and the Oilers. Norm Rochefort is almost back. He's been having a pretty good year. But we got the Leafs tonight, so former Leaf Ken Reggett can start. And 3-3 tie. Disappointing.
Are all attribute ranges from 1 to 20? Yes, kind of.
Well, no, it's possible for guys they can go higher than that, but normally they're 1 to 20. If you see a 21 or up, it's 21. Every point after 20 is a bigger increase than the previous increments. So
that's why I said kind of, Jeff.
Yeah, 20 to 21 is more of an improvement than 19 to 20. So You'll see, I mean, in this case, if I just to look at the most obvious example, Gretzky here, you see 27 on passing.
Yeah. Birdie, if you're messing around with like ability potential, you might want to change. And I'm trying to think what it's called on the bottom. I click on someone. I'm trying to get it pulled up here. My brain is broken. Yeah, sorry. No, I guess it's just, yeah, you want to watch their offensive, their ability points. Yeah, how that's affected. So, like, typically, someone's be in the 700s. You lower that, you'll see them drop.
And we got more little injuries to the wingers. Stevens has a bruised finger. Mellenby had a tooth knocked out, so all day today.
Sounds like a good fight.
And we still beat Washington 5-1. 3 points for Recchi, and I'm assuming some for Lemieux. 2 points for Lemieux.
Beautiful.
And Stevens and Melnby are healthy again, so back to something approaching a full lineup. Line's looking all right, yeah. Take a quick look at the stats. 55 games in. Still would like Mario producing more, but getting a lot of secondary scoring. Howe's dropped back a bit, but still a very good season for him. He's passed his point total from last year already. And probably the best season he's had for us, actually, since we picked him up. The trading deadline a couple of years ago. Oh, Bodger is disappointing. Gone from 70 points last year to he'll struggle to get 30 this time. Did we... Oh, because we got Olsen and Newman together on the first line. That probably cut Bodger's ice time down a bit. Not like Olsen's producing a ton. Try Bodger back up on the first pair. And that worked pretty well. 9-0 win over the Kings. Lemieux with 6 points. And how did Bodger do? 2 points.
So, Jeff, there might be something here you can show our birdie here that might be helpful to him. So he writes more in the chat for you rather than me read it. I'm just going to let you see if you can show it.
The higher number in aging, no, the higher the aging number is, the later a guy will begin to regress. Gordie Howe's, if you start him with a game in a game, I think it's something like 30.
Yeah. But I mean, information for describing different stuff.
And Reagan gets a game against the Flyers and a little closer, 2-1 win that time, but still doing well. Mark Howe with a couple of points. And I think that, there's, I remember right, the attributes are listed in the manual.
Yes, so the manual is available on the start page, or this.
There's a link to the start screen, yeah.
Yeah. But some stuff is also available via... Now I'm going to get which key it is wrong, Jeff. F what?
F1, I believe, yeah. Hang on.
It is F1? Okay.
Yeah, there's the F1 key. But I'm not sure that works for the player screen. No, F1 doesn't explain the ratings yet.
Okay. But for other things, it does.
Naturally, we got another winger injured. Day-to-day again. Vinny Damphus. Sore hamstring. At least the wingers will all be well rested for the playoffs since they're taking time off in the middle of the season. Oh, and Harry is almost healthy again. Day-to-day, and we have a roster spot for him, so might as well activate him. And just out of curiosity, Muskegon is 42-19-2, so looking similar to last year. How has Millen done? So we sent him down. Not bad, 9 points in 14 games. Nobody putting up a ton of numbers, but Dallas Drake is up to to 2.5 stars. So gonna have to find a spot for him next year, or maybe even sooner. And the goalies. Okay, Whitmore having a decent year, and Smokey Reddick, also a pretty good rookie year. And narrow 4-3 win over the Penguins. Or over the Penguins, over the Jets. We're the Penguins. Vancouver and Buffalo making a trade. Canucks get a second rounder out of Dave Lowry. Did I put Mellenby back in too early? Did he have more teeth knocked out? Yep. There we go. 10 days apart, he had teeth knocked out.
Maybe it's the same tooth, just multiple times getting knocked out.
He's going for the Bobby Clark look.
Yeah, exactly.
Aries back. Who did I have in for him? Oh no, Aries was the one who was injured long term. So he takes Loney's spot, and Loney goes in for the injured Mellenby. That looked right. That looks right. And 4-4 tie against the Hawks. Mellenby healthy. Yes, he is. Yeah, maybe play with a face guard or something from now on. And I think I want Loney in rather than Garpenlov. Well, Garpenlov gets a pretty good run out of that injury to Loney. 18 points in 54 games. Is he still... Yeah, he's still ineligible for waivers. So I'm going to send him down to Muskegon just to get him some ice time. But I'm going to call up... Where is he? Dallas Drake. Who, of course, is injured at the moment, but not seriously. So Drake, once he's healthy, just a cramp, will be the spare forward. And Rochefort's hurt now, so I'll go in. Oh, Drake has no, or somebody has no number. No, Drake, you can't have Oates' number. And he doesn't like the fact that we gave him 11. Too bad.
Oh, no.
And our former goalie, or former minor league goalie, Pokey Reddick, starting for the Flyers. We beat him 5-1. But he made the team, apparently. And how much time we got here before the injury deadline? Or injury deadline, trading deadline. No deadline on injuries. March 2nd, so I'll get you up close to that, and I'll leave the trading deadline for you. See if we can pad our lead a bit here. 4-0 shutout to the Islanders. Nice. Mark Howe for a start again. So he's doing fine back on defense. Just out of curiosity, though, anybody interesting on the trading block? Dirk Graham. You want a checking line help? Craig Billington's out there. B. Nevison, yeah, mostly minor league guys at this point. Thirty-three tie against the Canadians. They're doing quite a bit better this year. They've been struggling for a while. Just taking a quick look around the league. Calgary's actually worse than the Bruins are at this point. The Bruins started, I think it was 1-12 or something to begin the year. And New Jersey kind of falling apart. Although Marty Brodeur is in the draft this year, so they may be in a position to take him. Jets aren't doing too badly. Although not quite on the Stanley Cup pace from a couple of years ago. And the Leafs are bad.
Feel bad.
Oops, so they got some guys back here, possibly. Okay, Danfus healthy again. Who was in for 8-minute check was. Three-one win over Quebec, although Mario Gosselin had a great game in goal for Quebec. 44 shots, 41 saves. And playing the struggling Devils now, so Reggett, who's cooled off, will get a start here. A little closer than we like, 3-2, but still a win. Development report, Stu Barnes moving up nicely. Marty Jean now is up to 2 stars. And solid development across the organization, and nobody on the big team going down. That's nice.
That's the first time in a while.
We're not that old, really. There's Howe, but after that, I think it was Howe the only guy over 30. Yeah.
Do you have any owner goals we need to be worried about?
Nope, not a one.
Darn.
And that takes us to the trade deadline, so I think we will wind up there, and I'll leave you with this. And the owner says we need to win right now, so if you need to sacrifice the future for it, do it. So there's your guidance going into the deadline. And anybody new on the trading block? No, so if you want a deal, you're going to have to find it.
As what usually happens.
Yep, worked that way most of the other years so far.
Yep.
That'll get Rochefort back in the lineup. You will have Suter's only 1 to 2 months showing now, so he's coming along faster than expected. May even have him back to the playoffs. That I think I've left you in pretty good shape here. There's the standings. You want to wrap it up there, Adam?
Sure. With that, then, Thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments, with stream archives going live typically Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our European viewers. Of course, you can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey. You can find us on other places like Bluesky as @Franchise Hockey. Also on Instagram, Threads, or any other social media as Franchise Hockey or Franchise Hockey Manager as well. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums and come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager. Want to say this right. Is OOTP 27 out yet, or is it just the beta right now?
I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to them. Don't think it's out completely yet, though, because
it's out very soon.
See in their chat, yeah.
Yeah. As I'm just quickly typing things in, it's not out quite yet. 13th. It's out Friday. Yes. So if you're watching this that's why the dates are just messing with my mind. Thank you, Smelly Grass. Yeah, is the beta. If you are watching this on YouTube, it'll be out by now. So again, you can talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. And of course, we have a link to our Discord channel as well on the website and on through the game as well. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything there. As I don't know if I mentioned, we're still working on the update for FHM post trading deadline 1. Hoping to have that out sometime next week. Rosters will be updated with all the trade deadline moves. So the Canucks basically have nothing left at this point. But
Evander Kane.
Yeah. What a shocker. He had no trade value. Can't imagine why. But yeah, so that will be out, I think, hopefully sometime next week, depending on how the testing goes. And we'll be back next week. Adam will be at the trading deadline here, and we'll be trying to defend our first Stanley Cup. So thanks for coming out, and we will see you next week.